of the chances that they had. Third member of our team is Craig Hutchinson, and he's joined by the assistant coach, Richie Williams.
Richie, considering the youthful team you've got out there, how pleased are you with the score and the performance so far?
We're very pleased, guys. Are doing
Congratulations on the match winner tonight. You hit many sweeter than that with your left foot before?
You know, I always pride myself on a decent left foot, but that one, you know, blind squirrel finds a net every once in a while, so I'll take it, and glad to get the victory and the 6 points in the last 2 games before the break.
You're not known for your goal-scoring prowess, but you've knocked in a couple recently. You've been taking a bunch of shots. Is that something coaches encourage you to do, or are you just kind of finding the gaps and taking your opportunities?
No, they've definitely been encouraging me to, you know, try to get my shots in the game.
We're here with Red Bull's goal-scoring hero, Connor Chin. Connor, your first start for the club, 2 goals. How do you feel after a performance like that?
I feel amazing. I'm glad to finally get out on this pitch. It's just as good as it looks. Yeah. So.
Very young team out there, 5 rookies in all played today. How did the coaches prepare the team and you personally for this game?
They just said to have fun, you know.
Hi, this is Craig Hutchinson with NewYorkRedBulls.com. Juventus FC, one of the biggest and most famous clubs in the world, come to Red Bull Arena today. Coach Hans Bakker is going to look to give all of his players a chance to see how they match up against Del Piero, Diego, Trezeguet and the rest of the Juve superstars. The Barclays New York Challenge comes to Red Bull Arena this weekend. The opening game, the Red Bulls take on English Premier League team Tottenham Hotspur. It also marks the first game in a Red Bulls uniform for Thierry Henry up against his former North London rival.
First of all, welcome back to the area. Welcome to Red Bull Arena.
How's life been treating you over in Europe since you left for Red Bulls 2 years ago?
Well, it's been very good to me. I've been very lucky to get a lot of opportunities to play in some big games against some big teams. It's been a pleasure to do these type of things and fulfill a great dream, so I've enjoyed it.
Game here at Red Bull Arena tonight, 6 goals and lots of free-flowing attacking football. Unfortunately for the Red Bulls, the majority of it went to Cruzeiro. Having said that, Hans and the players discussed after the game how there's lots of positives that can be taken and put into next week's match against Kansas City. That's the 3rd win in the US Open Cup so far this season. After the game, coach Hans Bakker joked that he thought he'd be in the semi-final by now, but in reality, the Red Bulls are through to the last 16.
After months of rumour and speculation, Thierry Henry was now officially announced as the newest member of the Red Bulls. He was introduced on the field behind me here at Red Bull Arena and spoke with the world's media downstairs, along with Red Bull's global head of soccer, Dietmar Beiersdorfer, general manager Eric Sola, head coach Hans Bakker and MLS Commissioner Don Garber. Here's what they had to say. Did you have any other offers on the table from Europe? And if so, why was New York?
Let's be honest, I said to the guys that are looking after me, I don't even want to hear anything. So, let's put it this way.
How are you going to operate, Henry? Is he going to be an out-and-out forwards? Do you think he's going to play behind the forwards?
No, he will be one of the highest strikers. I think he's still...
Day 3 of the Barclays New York Challenge, and with Spurs and Sporting on 8 points each, a victory and 5 goals against Man City, we'll see the Red Bulls take the title. Playing against these overseas teams while you got a little break in the schedule, do you think it's beneficial, giving the team experience against different types of players and also keeping them fresh?
Absolutely. I think guys that get some minutes that haven't maybe been playing, and then to play some of the best players in the world, I think gives confidence to everybody. So we got a result, and I think the guys are happy. Hopefully the fans enjoyed it. Seeing some of the best clubs come over, and now it's time to move forward. But we enjoyed it.
How do you think the quality of the tournament's been?
Very good. Sporting obviously deserved winners. Great pressing teams to keep position well against us the other day, and Red Bull the same today. It was hard for us to get near anyone, but as I say, it's early in the season for us.
I think it's always good to play a big tournament with a big teams like that. And of course we're a little bit disappointed because we didn't win a game. So it's always good because the appointment was quite good.
Do you think the standard of playing MLS is improving?
Yeah, definitely. Every year I've been coming over here for maybe 4 or 5 years. It's getting better every year.
Walking out in the arena, seeing the fans coming in and all the excitement, how does it feel for you?
It's great. Obviously we've been here a couple times, and everyone's in love with the stadium, but to finally see the fans come in.
We're good? Yeah. Alessandro, did you know much about the New York Red Bulls before you arrived today, and how well did you think they played?
Ne sapevi molto dei Red Bulls prima di venire qui a New York, e se sapevi qualcosa, quanto sapevi di loro?
Beh, sapevo che avevano appena costruito da poco questo bellissimo stadio.
Well, I knew that they had just built this beautiful.
And you mentioned the stadium being magnificent. Were you also surprised with how loud the American soccer supporters can be?
È stato molto bello oggi la cornice di pubblico.
You started the second half with the same personnel, but the shape and positioning seemed a little bit different. What did you try and adjust at half-time?
No, we went over to play with the back three. I don't think that many saw that. We played Seth Stanley in a holding role, so we were three central midfield players and got Jeremy Hall and Danley Borman as two wing players. So it started okay, and I think the 10 minutes we controlled the game. But they were, of course, sat back and just waiting for counters.
You were very lively when you came on the field. What were coach's instructions before you were sent out there?
Coach told me to play forward, never come back for the ball, just go for it all the time.
As one of the leaders and veterans on the team, what can you do to make sure none of the younger guys kind of start getting a little bit negative mentally with a losing streak like this?
You know, it's easy to become complacent in results like this. You know, it's the championship and the quality teams that get through it somehow. And we're going to show. It's going to show what type of team we are.
Third consecutive defeat for the team, and all 3 goals tonight came from defensive mistakes. The team talked about after the game how going forward it was the best performance of the season, and it's hard to disagree. Multiple chances created, 3 shots off the woodwork was much better than what we saw against Seattle. The team now has 2 games to prepare for the next league game, where hopefully they can figure out how to get it right on the field. You made a spectacular clearance off the line. Were you a little bit concerned sliding in there that you might have got wishboned around the post?
Yeah, I was. Didn't want to spoil my future. Don't have any children yet, you know, so have to save them, guys.
If it was a choice, your testicles or the goal, what would you sacrifice?
I'd have sacrificed my testicles.
The 100% record at Red Bull Arena comes to an end against Seattle. The team looks to rebound right away against Columbus Crew. Then when we spoke to you after the Manchester City game, you commented how you've been scoring in friendlies but not in the league. How pleasing was it to finally get off the mark in the league tonight?
Well, unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. So I got so much space.
The season with a win today, how big do you think that was to project you for the whole season?
Oh, it's huge. Whenever you can, start a season off with a win and get 3 points on the board, it's always.
Despite the result, what positives can you take out of today's game?
Positives, like in general, the attitude. I think it was, we.
How important is it for the team taking 2 wins into the World Cup break?
Yeah, it's. I can't say it's if you call it a key to get 2 wins, to get the 4 losing streak games snapped away.
With the performances in the last 2 games, how important is that going into the New England game on Saturday?
I think it's a great confidence builder.
Congratulations, your first goal for the Red Bulls tonight. As a forward, how important is it for you to get off the mark with a goal like that?
Well, thank you very much. I think it's very important, but the most important is 3 points, which I'm happy that we got the 3 points.
Hi, this is Craig Hutchinson with NewYorkRedBulls.com. Finally, big days here. Grand opening of Red Bull Arena as the Red Bulls prepare to take on Santos FC. Behind me you can see the team warming up. We're still about 30 minutes from kickoff. You can also see in the stands the supporters are starting to fill into the stadium. Some of these guys have been here for hours outside in the interactive zone. It's been a great atmosphere out there. Also inside, we've just had a press conference with Franz Beckenbauer, who's returned to New York for the big game. A lot of stuff going on today. It's been a great day so far, a momentous day in the history of the franchise, and we still have the game to look forward to. With the Red Bulls undefeated in 5 and the Crew losing to Kansas this week, New York travels to Columbus on Saturday, knowing that 3 points will guarantee first place in the East. The team get to put the league and cup to one side this weekend as they welcome Italian giants Juventus to Red Bull Arena. We caught up with the players and staff to see how they prepare to go up against some of the world's elite. Just 10 days after taking 3 points from Toronto at Red Bull Arena, New York heads north of the border for a matinee game at BMO Field, 1 p.m. on MSG. After defeating Juventus on Sunday and victories in the first 2 qualifying rounds of the US Open Cup, the New York Baby Bulls look to make it into the final 16 with victory over Colorado Wednesday night. The final one actually came via text message from ex-Red Bull keeper Caleb Patterson-Sewell.
Oh, hello.
And he wants to know why he's so much better looking than you.
I think that's erroneous. And always an all count.
So that was Sinisa answering your questions. Keep up to date with the Red Bulls on Facebook to find out who the next face-to-face is with.